y'all. It is Business Convos and Coffee, and I'm Spiceda. Look, today I want to share with you, I'm back on sharing with you the conversation I had the privilege of listening to with none other than I was about to call him Mr. Beyonce Knowles, but Mathew Knowles, Beyonce's dad. And the title of this episode is Cashflow is King, even when you are a billionaire and even when you've achieved certain levels of wealth. So I want to go back to this clip that I actually showed you guys last week. Let me pull that up. So just to refresh what really happened and how this conversation came about. I want to first say thank you to my TSP, Traffic Sales and Profit family, because we got together and it was a big deal. And every time we get together, I'm never ever, stop to be amazed. I am amazed at the speakers that we get a chance to hear from. And hearing from Mr. Mathew Knowles for me was helped me as a parent, helped me as an entrepreneur, and helped me as the finance coach and a content creator as I come here in this space and tell you guys the importance of wealthy habits. I mean, he was dropping these nuggets so much, y'all. I had to grab my phone and capture every moment because he was dropping them so fast. So I'm going to share some of those with you guys here right after this short clip that I'm going to show you. I'm not going to take my normal break. I just want to show you guys this clip to give you framework.
Be concerned about long-term cash flow. I know I've sat where you are. I know the pain of next tomorrow, Friday, making payroll. I know that pain. I've been there many times.
Yes. So I took some notes from listening, and that's just a short clip. He started the conversation saying, you know what, as an entrepreneur, he's experienced the pain of cash flow. Now, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He went into say, but then he started talking about cash flow statements and knowing what your cash flow is and showing your cash flow a year out and a month out. The clip is much longer, and I may have the longer clip over here, but what I want to do is take some time. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys some of the nuggets that were just dropped in that room. And I'm going to start with what he said about strategy to begin a business. And if you have any questions for me while you're here, you could drop your questions in the comment, and then if the production team could drop those in the private chat so that I could see them, because I'm not going to be able to jump back and forth over here. But guys, talk to me, say hey to me in the comment section. Y'all know I'm here. I'm doing this live every week. So if this is your first time catching me and you're wondering, who is this girl? And does she really know Mathew Knowles' daddy? I sure do. Right in my head. I was in the room with him. Have you been in the room with Mathew Knowles, Beyonce daddy, outside of a concert? I had the privilege of being in the room, y'all. And I got to share this with y'all because it was so powerful to me. Let me pull my first clip. I thought I had it queued up. Hold on. Here it goes, y'all.
I think that when you're a child, you don't start out riding a bicycle, right? You start out crawling, and then walk, get on the bicycle, get three wheels, and then you ride the bicycle. So there's no difference in what we're doing. I didn't start out. The only difference is that my strategy was I took the income I was making from corporate America to fuel my business. I never made it alone. I was making a significant amount of money in corporate America. That was a strategy I had. Because I didn't want to go in there, because I didn't have I didn't have a P&L. I didn't want to go to the bank and beg somebody for like, $20,000. I wanted to be able to finance it myself. That's a strategy I took work for us. But we all started out at the same level. Each and every one of us started at zero. That's the beauty about this. One day, one you can be saved. That's the beauty of it. Just keep learning. Keep getting the knowledge. Never give up. Never give up.
Awesome. All right, Sheree.
Y'all. So what y'all get out from that clip? Talk to me in the comment section. Because what I got from that clip is so much. Let me just say that. So much. One of the things is identify with Mr. Knowles. Because like him, I started my firm many years ago out of corporate America. And, I used my 401k. I don't know if you guys know that story, but I used my 401k. And a lot of entrepreneurs start from the bottom. Now we hear, meaning you start from zero. Every business, before you get seed money, before you get your first customer, it starts from zero. So what you can do is, a lot of you out there, how many of you guys out there that you're starting your business while you're entrepreneur or you're starting from zero, the quote that you should have pulled from this message is never give up. Did anybody else get that? He said never give up, and he'd be able to finance his business himself. From that, I got, you don't always have to take money from a bank to start your business. You don't have to have a perfect proposal to start a business. I was having a conversation the other day with an old colleague of mine who is interested in starting a business and having a firm much like mine. And this person's concern was, is it too late for me? And I think it's too late to start a business. And I say to anybody who is thinking that, say, you know what, I want to start a business, or I want to do this, in addition to what I'm doing in my career. Whether you have a power career making a lot of money, like Mr. Knowles, or whether you have a career or you're doing a job that's not paying you enough money, you got to bet on yourself. You got to invest in yourself. Mr. Knowles said, never stop learning. If you want to get somewhere and be somewhere, you get a coach. Watch videos. YouTube is free. I have a whole channel full of videos that are designed to help you get started and have the knowledge you need to execute your dream X. That is a part of my mission and why I'm here. But in this story from the young lady that I spoke with, cash is not what she's looking for. What she's looking for is to have a life that she loves more than her job. And we all love the people in our lives. We love our children. We love a lot of things more than our job. What we like about work is the check that we receive. And not only that, we don't necessarily like the check that we receive. If you pause and think about it, what you like is the lifestyle that check can produce for you. So get a strategy, do your dream job, be your dream person, and live in the gift that God has for you. So I'm not going to take a lot of time with you guys because I have so many of these clips. Let me hit another one. Let me see if I have any questions in the comment. Let me get to another clip that I have here that I want to share with you guys. There's one that he talked about children, and a question was, this one is on families and business.
It's not difficult. It's a whole thing about families and business. I'm pretty transparent. You pay for the success that folks like me have. And I said, with gratitude, the price there was a was a child growing up. One thing you don't know, I never went to a black school until my junior year of college. Now, I'm 70 years old, Gaston, Alabama. Can you imagine what it was? I did elementary, high school, University of Tennessee.
Wow.
So for me, it's 10, 12 years of therapy because I know there's a mental health as well as professional success. And it's alive.
Totally understand what Mr. Knowles is saying there. He's saying, okay, y'all got me back again? Okay, I totally get what Mr. Knowles is saying. He's talking about there is a price to pay when you achieve a certain level of notoriety that is also attached to wealth, like Beyonce kind of wealth, right? And there's a price to pay for that. And I think we all recognize that in the celebrity life because we see it, because we see some celebrities that make it and are, seem to have a normal lifestyle, and some that just didn't make it. They fall prey to some pretty rough situations in life. And, sometimes, and I think it was Biggie who said it, more money, more problems. And one of the other questions that I learned from, somebody said, well, do you ever worry about your kids and how your kids will turn out as a price of wealth? And he said, yeah, that's something that he is concerned about. But at the end of the day, we pour into our kids. And the Bible says, and y'all probably say she always goes back to what the Bible says. The Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go. And when that child is old, he or she shall not depart, right? With or without wealth, with or without money, with or without the Nikes or the brand new shoes or a lot of toys. Wealth is what we're able to pour in our kids. Wealth is wisdom. And let me show you guys this quick clip that I got from Mr. Knowles. Let me scroll to that. And I really, really enjoy the clips on the moments that he really shared about parenthood. Because I call myself, as y'all know, an OTT mom and an OTT parent. An OTT parent is an over-the-top parent. And I felt that with Mr. Knowles, I was in good company because he's the daddy of Beyonce. So we know that he pushed excellence. You should know a tree by the fruit that it bears. That's not always true in parenthood because our kids choose to be who and what they want to be. You have the world's best parent, but sometimes you may have the kid fall prey to the whatever society. But anyway, what I'm saying to you guys here is we got to take the time to pour into our kids and not be afraid to achieve wealth or achieve success because of what it would do to our kids. I think that what we have to be sure of is that we love our kids, we share wisdom and great experiences with them, because life is about experiences. It's not about money. So no matter how much money you make, whether you have none or whether you have a lot, wealth is in the experience. You guys have heard me tell the story about how my mom never made $1 million while she worked for like 50 years or so, right? But we felt wealthy. I felt wealthy. My mom, when she stopped working as a social worker, she didn't make more than like $15,000, $20,000 a year. Okay. And we lived in the best neighborhood. We lived in, shout out to Carver International. I went to the best public school in Jacksonville, Florida. I went to the best and the only Florida State University, not that other university, but we are the Florida State University. I was blessed and I had privileges that, my mom pushed to get me access. I was an enroller. I had my first job, really my first real job at 16 years old as an accountant, working in corporate America. And my mom, wasn't, this wealthy billionaire or millionaire. She was a hardworking woman, but she had wealth. And we had access because my parents worked hard. They worked in the community, and they're just great people, and I'm blessed to have them as parents. Shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad, shout out to Kite. They all raised me and my sisters and my brothers. I'm a product of the love of the people, of the love that people poured into me. And I encourage all parents to pour that same love into your children. My clip is taking forever and a day to come up. Y'all know how I say, ain't nobody got time for the devil. Let me get this clip up. This was kind of funny. This is what happens when you go live. When you go live, you get the live delays. So we'll probably edit some of this time out. But let me share you guys my shirt. It says, the conversation is always different when you sit in the room. And sometimes you got to just get yourself in the room. Get yourself an accountant like myself that can help you, know the habits to wealth. Make sure you get on some of these challenges. I'm doing a challenge coming up. Our Pocket More Profit boot camp is coming back, y'all. The registration is open. You guys have plenty of time to register. Go to the page, Pocket More Profit Boot Camp. We'll be coming in and out with the boot camp throughout the year, because I want to make sure that you guys have wealthy habits. And a number one habit of the wealth is having an accountant, counting your money, whether it's a little or a lot. A wealthy habit is counting your money and not depending on what's sitting in the bank or what you think you have. All right, y'all, this clip is moving kind of slow for me over here, and it's getting stuck. I will see if I can get it to play, get a different one to play. You guys are quiet out there in TV land, a live stream land today. Wait a minute. Bum, 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 bum. And so coming up, I'm going to be interviewing a couple of other people in this wealthy space, or we consider wealthy spaces, because I heard y'all say that you like the interviews that we do every week. And shout out to Tech to Profits, my friend Letitia Austin. She's running actually a summit today that I'll be a part of this afternoon. And I think it's going on now, but it's a summit. It starts at 12. I'll be going up at 12 something. And it's called Tech to Profits. So if you want to have the technology that helps you profit, join a summit. Never stop learning and evolving. Like Mr. Knowles say, is a strategy towards wealth. You don't always have to say, okay, I need a lot of money. Because there's a conversation. I had a friend of mine. We were young in our 20s, and they wanted to start a business, a big fund center. And, I was like, well, we both were working and young people. And I said, well, just go ahead and start your business. And, he looked at me and he goes, what do you mean? Just start a business? I said, well, you have a vision for a business. And he goes, it's $1 million business. And I said, well, just because it's $1 million business doesn't mean you can't do it. In order to go into business, what I've learned is it starts with an idea. Even if you have no money, even if you have no clients, every business starts on zero somewhere. Even rich people, they may have the money, but they don't have the attraction. They don't have the clients. So they start with zero clients. Every business starts with zero somewhere. Even if it's your bank account is on zero, right? Your credit cards might be maxed out. So your access to capital may be zero. But every business starts on zero. But access not only to capital, not only to bank loans, but to people and sharing your knowledge and your wisdom and finding your who can remove limits that you think is on the business that you think you should have. So my friend said, there's no way I could start this business. We're only, at the time we were only making about $30,000 a year. And, this is $1 million business. And I can see a problem with starting that business because maybe entrepreneurship was in my blood back then, and being a finance coach is my gift. And so I said, all you need is a plan and a who. And you can use OPM, which is other people's money, whether you're a privately held company, that means that you're getting money from people and you're not publicly raising capital through stocks. Then you'd be subject to SEC rules and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying to you is your dream can be funded outside of your abilities and your bank account. All right, this video is taking its time coming up with me, y'all. I am going to end on that. But the biggest lesson that I learned from Mr. Knowles is don't be limited by your own cash flow when you have a dream. And once your business is flowing and going, always mind your cash flow. All right, guys, my name is Spiceda Jackson. I am the accountant and the finance coach that help you be a have and not a have not in life and help you get your business fine and finance so that you can have your dreams flowing to the life that you love. All right, y'all, until next time, bye. I love you.
The profit you want, the tax bill you want, and the freedom you want will be fueled by you reinvesting your profits back in your business. That's exactly why I founded the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp Challenge. Just for small business owners, contractors, consultants, those of you who just do business on the side, I founded this challenge to help you know the business tax deductions that belong to you. Now, I'm on a mission this year. I want to help 1,000 businesses pocket more profit so that you can take your business to the next level. Join the Pocket More Profit Bootcamp at www.pocketmoreprofitbootcamp.com.